I hope you are safe at home. It is a very pleasure to see you again through YouTube classes. In ninth class biology, what is the first lesson name is? First lesson name is cell, its structure and functions. What is a cell? Already 8th class you learn cell, the basic unit of life. Every living organism made up of a single cell. You learn in 8th class. Next, structure. Here structure means what are the parts present inside the cell? What are the organs present inside the cell? You are going to learn in this lesson. Here structure means construction or constructed. How the cell is made up of. How the cell is made up of. With which organs the cell consists of. Next one, functions. Functions means work. Functions means work. How the cell, with which organs the cell is made and what is its function. Here in this class we are going to learn about. First, in earlier classes you will learn about unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. What are unicellular organisms and what are multicellular organisms? The organism which is made up of with a single cell, they are said to be unicellular organisms. That means single cell performs entire metabolic activities. For example, if you see amoeba is a single cell organism. It takes food with the cell and excrete with the same cell. That means single cell performs entire metabolic activities, so that we call them as unicellular organism. There is no organ system developed in unicellular organism. Cellular organisms, multicellular organisms are multi means many. This means in these multicellular organisms, different organs perform different functions. That means nose for breathing, stomach for digestion, mouth for taking food. That means different organs perform different metabolic activities. Now, whereas coming to unicellular organisms, single cell performs the entire activities. Whereas coming to multicellular organisms, different organs perform different functions. So that only multicellular organisms means here we can see that organs. We already know about that. Cell, single cell formed to tissues, group of cells formed to tissues to organ to organ system. That you all know about. Here multicellular organisms have organ and organ system. So that only multicellular organisms performs different actions with different organ systems, different metabolic activities with different organ systems. Next, unicellular organisms has single cell. Next, coming to the next topic, that is typical. Cell. Here typical means model. Typical means model cell. Here we are going to learn about plant cell and animal cell. How can we identify that which is plant cell and which is animal cell? How can we identify that? Yes. Plant cells are rectangular in shape, whereas animal cells are circular in shape. Typical means model cell. Which is plant cell and which is animal cell? How can we identify that? Both cells are looking same. How can we identify that which is plant cell and which is animal cell? Let me explain some of the differences between the plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell consists of chloroplast, which the animals do not have the chloroplast. Which the animals did not have the chloroplast. Whether the plant cells have chloroplast. Plant cells are rectangular in shape. Animal cells are circular in shape. Plant cells are rectangular in shape. Animal cells are circular in shape. Plant cells have chloroplast. It is absent in animal cell. The main difference between the plant cell and animal cell is the both cells have the plasma membrane. It is, and this one is cell membrane or plasma membrane. But in the plant cell, plasma membrane over the plasma membrane or around the plasma membrane or cell membrane, around the cell membrane, another layer is present. That one is cell wall. Cell wall is present in the plant cells, whereas it is absent in animal cells. There is no extra layer or the extra membrane is not present in the animal cell. Only in plant cells we can see the extra layer around the cell membrane, that is cell wall. Next, here these are the main differences between the plant cell and animal cell. What is the main difference between the plant cell and animal cell? Plant cells have chloroplast. Then animal cells did not have the chloroplast. One reason. Plant cells are rectangular in shape. Animal cells are circular in shape. Not only that, the main important unique feature which is seen only in plant cells, that is an extra layer present around the cell membrane. This is animal cell membrane and this is plant cell membrane. Across the cell membrane, plants have another layer, that is cell wall. This is the main difference we can see in the plants. Now I will going to discuss about plasma membrane.
Start.
Yes, now I am going to discuss about plasma membrane. See, this is the plant cell and this is the animal cell. What is the main difference between the plant cell and animal cell? Plant cells are rectangular in shape. Animal cells are circular in shape. Plant cells have chloroplast. Here, the green color pigments, you can see that this is the chloroplast which is present only in plant cells, whereas chloroplasts are absent in animal cell. The main difference between the plant cell and animal cell is both the cells have plasma membrane. Here, this is the plasma membrane, and the black color line, it is the plasma membrane. In the plant cells, around the plasma membrane, another extra layer is present, that is cell wall. You have wall in your houses. You have wall, no? How the wall is strong and it's a give rigidity to the house, like that. Here, the plants get protected by the cell wall. But there is no cell wall around the plasma membrane in animal cell. Now I am going to discuss about plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Here, plasma membrane. What is the main function for plasma membrane? What is the main role for plasma membrane? Plasma membrane is mainly, plasma membrane is also called as cell membrane. Plasma membrane is also called as cell membrane. What is the main role for plasma membrane? Means plasma membrane declares shape and size to the cell. Shape and size to the cell. And that means the shape and size of the cell depends upon the plasma membrane. Then not only this function, another one, plasma membrane is made up of lipids and proteins. It gives shape, size to the cell, first function. Second one is, it is made up of lipids and proteins. Lipids and proteins. Already in food components, 7th class food components, you learn about that. The food items contains proteins and lipids. Lipids are nothing but fats. Proteins which is used for our body build-up. Next, first of all, the main function for plasma membrane is it declares shape and size to the cell. Second one is it is made up of lipids and proteins. Third main function is plasma membrane allows only certain particles, only certain numbers, only certain substances inside the cell. That means in our schools we have security guards. Security guards. What is their duty? They will not allow all the persons to get inside the school because it may damage, they may cause harm to the children. So that only they will not allow all the persons to go inside of the school. They will ask, they will in the gate itself, through the gate itself, they will ask, they will stop the people and ask whether. Third main function is, the main important function of plasma membrane is, see, in our schools we have security guards, isn't it? What is their duty? What is the role of the security guards? They will not allow all the persons to get inside of the schools, or not let not all the children outside of the school. They will control. Why? Because the outer persons may be inside of the people, so that only they will stop them. Like that, here the plasma membrane will not enter all the substances inside the cell. Unwanted materials or unwanted substance stop outside of the cell. Stop outside of the cell. Plasma membrane will allow only wanted materials to go inside of the cell, which do not cause any harm to the internal organs of the cell. Next, the main function. So it is also called as selectively permeable membrane. So it is also called as selectively permeable membrane. Why it is called as selectively permeable membrane means it allows only certain particles which do not cause any harm to the inside of the organelles. They will enter into the inside of the cells. Next, cell wall. Next one is cell wall. Second one is cell wall, which is a unique feature only we can see in the plant cells. Cell wall is another extra layer present around the plasma membrane. Here, cell wall, what is in a earlier section they didn't observe any function for the cell wall, but later they came to know that the main function cell wall is giving information from one cell to the another cell. From one cell, single cell to another single cell, it giving information. The cell wall is giving information from one cell to the another cell. This is the main function for the cell. In the next session, I will discuss about the remaining organelles.